From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Evening, everyone. I'm Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio, and this is your Night Beat for Thursday, July 31st. We start tonight with an update on a story that has dominated headlines this week. 2 days after an explosion at Horizon Biofuels in Fremont that killed 3 people, we now know what caused the chain of events. The state fire marshal says a dust explosion caused the blast. That's when fine dust particles in a closed space rapidly light on fire, causing the massive burst of flame you just saw there in the security camera footage. The explosion is now being considered an accident, with the fire marshal saying their investigation is finished, though OSHA is still investigating. These new details come less than a day after 3 bodies were pulled from the building, one of them being identified as 32-year-old Dylan Danielson. A Lancaster County judge says he will not order a competency hearing for Gavin Thompson, the man accused of killing and transporting a woman's body across multiple states before being arrested in Nebraska, as the court waits for him to be extradited back to Wisconsin. Thompson's lawyers argue they want a competency evaluation to happen here while they wait 90 days for Wisconsin's governor to file the extradition warrant. They say this will ensure Thompson can understand his rights and the charges against him if he is found competent. The state says there's no law or precedent set that requires the evaluation to be done before the extradition, and that ordering a competency evaluation would be premature. The judge seemingly leaning more on the state side by saying Wisconsin has 90 days to issue a warrant for Thompson, adding it would be a waste of time to send him to the regional center. Thompson's next court date is set for mid-September. And back to school is right around the corner for Lincoln's kids. LPS officials say they're happy with where average class sizes are going into the 2025-26 school year. Title schools are averaging 20 students per class, with a 25-student average at non-title schools. LPS staffs on a needs-based model, not a numbers-based model. The district's Associate Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, Dr. Sarah Salem, says Nebraska has fairly low class sizes when compared nationally, but that they're also prioritized as a district. The district may close open enrollment or not allow transfers for certain grades in order to keep classes balanced. Lower numbers afford teachers the ability to better individualize that instruction and feedback. And remember this video? This is what it looked like in Lincoln 1 year ago today as intense storms swept through the area with wind gusts upwards of 90 miles an hour. The intense winds caused extensive tree damage across the area with widespread power outages. At its height, more than 30,000 LES customers were without power, and in Omaha, the storm knocked out power to over 220,000 OPPD customers. That's the largest power outage in OPPD history. Switching gears to the world of Husker athletics, Nebraska volleyball kicked off fall practice today for the first time under new head coach Danny Busboom Kelly. The Huskers have a new-look roster under DBK that's bigger than previous Nebraska rosters. The team has 17 total players, including a freshman class of 6. 4 players have been named to the preseason All-Big Ten team, 3 of whom were unanimous. Nebraska was also picked to win the conference. The red-white scrimmage is scheduled for next Saturday, with the Huskers' first official match slated for August 22nd. And to football, Nebraska football coach Matt Rule announced today that tight end Mac Markway suffered another serious knee injury. Markway transferred to Nebraska last year from LSU, but was forced to redshirt last season after suffering an ACL tear. Rule saying today that ACL repair failed and that he will likely miss significant time again this year.
Unfortunately, the ACL repair failed for him, so heartbreaking news. He's an unbelievable human. I felt terrible for him.
He ran a corner route, and I looked at it. I was like, something didn't look right on that. He went through the run through, and he's like, something's not right. I feel really bad for him. I was really excited about coaching him because his numbers are like, that's what you look for in a tight end.
You can watch Coach Holgerson's full press conference from today, along with several other players, on our website, 1011now.com. And another Husker football news, former running back Amir Abdullah will lace it up for an 11th season. The former Husker signed on Thursday with the San Francisco 49ers. The former second-round pick has more than 7,000 all-purpose yards in his NFL career. He spent 4 seasons in Detroit to start his career before spending another 4 seasons with the Vikings. Spent another season with the Panthers before spending the last 3 seasons with the Raiders. And turning to weather now, air quality alerts have been issued for central and eastern Nebraska till 5 p.m. on Friday, so you may notice it smells a little smoky outside. Smoke from wildfires is making its way aloft, closer down to the surface, leading to those air quality alerts and air quality levels in the moderate and unhealthy categories. Air quality alerts are also in place for other states, including Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Michigan. And looking at your 7-day forecast, an unseasonably cool start to the month of August as temperatures continue to hold in the 70s over the next several days. We'll keep our eyes on rain chances, though, as we head into the upcoming weekend, and then more seasonal temperatures head our way as we head towards the middle and end of the week next week. As always, you can keep up to date with the latest forecast by making sure you have the 1011 Now weather app downloaded on your smart devices.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.